I am also taking this year as an opportunity to really go full pedal to the metal. Metal? Have I been saying this incorrectly all my life? Full pedal to the metal. Hello, lovers. Yes, you can see me. If you have never seen me before in the time that you've been listening to the show, hello, this is what I look like. A real person, mind you, real person. Watch the hands. Welcome to Starring Cupid, the YouTube channel, the official YouTube channel for all of the romantics who love to read, love to see, love to watch. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. I am your trusted host, Samaradix. Nothing more, nothing less, from the east, not the west. Always has the best. Hi guys, how are you guys doing? This is so nerve-wracking. I realized in the shooting of this that a lot of the confidence that comes off in the podcast episodes that I've been doing is the fact that you can't see me. And I know you're going to say, well, we can hear you, and isn't that the same thing? It is vastly different. Vastly different to being visualized. But yeah, this has been my issue for the longest time. I am a huge fan of film and television, as duh. And so a lot of people thought that I would go into being on screen, like acting and stuff, especially because I did drama in high school and I really, really enjoyed it. But I did not do it to be seen. I liked the lessons. I wanted to know more about the world that I'm interested in, but I'm interested in the production of it. I want to be in that writer's room. I want to be in that director's chair. I want to be in that producer's chair. All of this to say, I'm not comfortable. This is not my comfort space at all. But I've been open and honest about this, I think. Am I sweating? I'm sweating. I've been open and honest about this for a while. And so people may be wondering, like, why now? Like, why turn visual now if you have these issues and these struggles? And great question. I also don't know. It literally feels like I was possessed in the middle of the night, in the middle of January, and I was like, I think I just have to do it. Because some of you might not know, this channel is not new. I launched the channel exactly a year ago. Actually, it was my big Valentine's Day reveal. But that was because I realized after 4 or so years at the time of doing this, the streaming platforms that we are available on are not the most accessible to everyone. I think it came from a conversation I had with somebody where I was telling them that I have this show, and they asked me, are you on YouTube? And I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. And I thought that I would only be allowed to be on YouTube if I was willing to make it visual, and I was not willing to make it visual at that time. I'm still kind of not really willing to make it visual right now. But yeah, I think it's more important to set aside the issues that I have and if I want people to hear me, hear what I have to say, have the discussions that I'm trying to bring up, I have to bring myself to the people. And YouTube, for now, is the most for the people app we may have. So the channel itself has been up. If you have been subscribed as long as a year, you'll notice that I've been trying to slowly but surely upload our catalog, English. Yeah, I've been trying to upload our catalog to the channel. There was a stagnation, I think, after season 2, episode 2. I stopped, and there might be questions about why I stopped, and the answer is capitalism. You see, some people don't know this, but when I started on an app called Anchor. Anchor used to be an app that lets you record, edit, and distribute your podcast for completely free. Anything that cost money on there was like special effects, wider reach, like spreading your episodes to like people that normally wouldn't get it on their algorithm, stuff like that. And then they were acquired by Spotify in, I think, 2022, if not 2023, between those years. And people were really excited because they thought that this meant you were going to have higher chances of seeing podcasts like be put on Spotify, like on the main stage, like because they have a production company. You've seen a lot of famous podcasts that are sponsored by them. So people thought this would be great for creators. And let me tell you something. No, it has not. Or at least for me, on my perspective, as a person, as a creator that is not in a Western country, that is not necessarily talking about something that can easily be turned into entertainment, which is crazy because I am talking about entertainment. But anyway, it's been horrible. Besides now putting a lot of free features behind a paywall, so that we would have to download a separate app that is fully owned and fully operated by them, which still puts a lot of the features we used to get for free behind their own subscription model. Madness. It also has made it very difficult for me to access the episodes that I made many years ago. Like they said that I would have to go on the site on the wide world web, yeah, to re-download the stuff that I have made so that I could then upload it to here so that the people that are only joining us here on YouTube could also have access to it. And I said that kind of sucks because, as many of you know, I haven't had a laptop in 3 years. 3 years, give or take. So there's that. I will still try though. I'm not gonna give up just because of them. Again, this is my work, this is my content. I will fight for it. If it means that I ultimately just migrate away from my current distribution, sure, then I'll do it. I'll find a way. That's another big reason for now switching to the visual model. I need to stop that. Is that it's been very difficult to get monetized on Spotify/Anchor because, again, I'm not in a Western country. They probably would also like hit me for numbers, but like at least numbers are a thing that I could always work on or build. But they don't care about that as long as you are not in those I think the countries ban the entirety of Africa. So don't even don't even think that it's just South Africa specific. I think it's the entirety of Africa. I think a lot of South Asian and a few East Asian countries as well, most of South America. So like a really racist selection of podcasts that for some reason cannot be monetized. And they do not explain to you why they can't be monetized, but you know why. We know why we can't be monetized. So if I aspire to do this for a living, which I do, by the way, because I don't think I can do anything else. Yeah. If I aspire to make this my life, I have to, at some point, at least after 6 years, I have to start thinking about figuring out a way to get paid to do this. And I want to do it without having to like be sponsored, because that's been the way. If you heard me say that African podcasts don't get monetized, and you're wondering why some of your favorite podcasters are making money off this, it's because they have external sponsors, companies that were willing to put the money behind the show to support them. I promise you, it has never been from Spotify. I don't know what Apple Podcast has going on, but it's never been from Spotify. That's what I can tell you. And companies, brands do like it more if they can see you. I don't know why, because I don't think this is going to be any different from when you could only hear me. But I'm not in the position to negotiate. I just have to play ball. And I don't like it, but it's where we are. Yeah. For now, for the time being, not every single episode is going to be this. Even this is only going to be on YouTube because this is essentially my welcoming to the channel bit. I don't see the need for it to be on um, the Audible platforms. So this right now, special occasions such as like sometimes you have specials like proper dedicated to either a specific topic or a specific person. I think that would make sense for a visual medium because then I can also try my hardest without breaking copyright to like show you guys the things that I am referencing. And then also I do want to use it for when we have guests on because I think some people would really like to also see the people that I'm talking to. I would like you guys to see the people that I'm talking to because I always love the guests that we have on here. I am biased because most of them are my friends. But I think, they did the gracious thing of being on my show. I think the least I could do is show them to you guys. But that is a for now thing. Maybe in a year I will come back and I will fully be video podcast all the time. That is not to say that I'm lying as I speak right now. It's just that at the time of this recording, this is what I would hope that the channel would be used for. And then the other, like, I guess, more important reason why we are switching format, not switching formats, adapting formats, adding formats. For those of you that don't know, this year the podcast turns 6. Not only that, we are, last I checked, 20 episodes away from our 100th episode, which, if I follow the schedule that I have in my mind, we will reach our 100th episode closer to the end of this year, which is huge for me. I say this all the time. When I started, I had no real projections for how long I would do this and how many episodes, like how many seasons would come out of me doing this. So every milestone is genuinely huge for me. 100th episode is huge for me. Back when television was normal, the 100th episode was a huge milestone for everybody. Reaching 100 episodes is a lot of time, a lot of years, effort, and growth to reach that point. I could have kept doing this kind of passively and reached 100 and then like not cared, but I think it's been evolving always, changing always, climbing. So to reach 100 episodes for me would be huge. And I think part of that evolution and that growing and that climbing is to now switch to being seen, being visualized. So I'm not going to say we're going to do anything huge for either of these big milestones. Oh, 6 isn't as big as 5. But also, every time I think, I'm like, oh, you're 4 years away from a 10-year anniversary. Hello? Insane. Madness to me. Madness to a person that didn't think about how far they were going to go with all of this. So yes, I do also want to take advantage of this format for the big milestones we will hit. And hopefully by then, I don't know, maybe this will be a full video podcast. Who knows? It's crazy. I keep saying who knows. I am still writer, producer, editor, host. Like I'm a one-man team. Quite literally, every decision made goes through me, ends at me. So me going, who knows? I know, I should know. But we shall see. We shall all find out together what happens. With everything I've just said about milestones, evolution, growth, I am proud of myself. I am proud of everything I've done. I am proud of how far this show has come. But I think it would be dishonest for me to say that in this journey, it has been a little disheartening to get this far, reach these heights, but still feel little to no support from the friends and family that I have. And before you rush into my comments to say, but Zama, I support you, you probably do, because it's not absolutely no one supports me. That would be a deeply untrue statement, and even I can't say that. But it is like knowing the amount of people that I know, like the people that I call friends or call family, it's about 15% of them in total that I feel real proper support from. And some people will interpret support as they have to listen to every single episode that I put out, otherwise they don't support me. I've never asked anyone, not even strangers, I've never asked anyone that is subscribed to here to listen to every single episode. I quite literally, I think I emphasize it way too many times, that I think you should only tune into the things that you have watched or seen, plan to see, because then the discussion part of it, the analyzing part of it becomes more fun for you and I if you know what I am referring to. That is what I've always said. I literally have audio to prove it. But even with that, like entry level hurdle on the ground thing requirement, it still feels like I get very little support, especially when it's time to promote my show or like promote the latest episode coming out. It feels like I have to really throw myself down the hill to like yell and make banners and make posters and do videos and repost old content, repost old videos, just to get people to know that, hey, I have this thing that I do. I'm not a stranger, or like at least my show shouldn't be a like, oh, I didn't know you do that, to people that know you. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that makes sense. It just makes me feel unsupported. There's lots of other things actually that make me feel very unsupported. So it's been very disheartening, especially because I'll get this little to no support, and then people will come into my DMs, the same people that I don't feel supported by, come into my DMs, recommending a couple that they want me to talk about. Or when I launched the channel last year, and some people ask me, oh, but then why don't you do videos? I'm going to do videos that are going to be watched and supported by who? Because it's not going to be you. It was never going to be you. I'm sorry. This actually, it does make me sad, but I have to laugh. So, I don't know. I don't know what I want. Like, I don't know what I want the response to be. I want people to see that it's not mandatory to support your friends or your family when they do like creative endeavors, business endeavors, or whatnot. But can you see how strange it is to not support them at all? I think I'm also saying this as a person that has gone out of my way to try and support everybody that I know. If I'm saying this and you're watching this and you're like, Summer, you didn't support me at time and time, call me out. I will apologize or do better. But that's what I'm doing. This is actually what I'm doing here. Is I want people to know that it does hurt me very much that I've been doing this for so long, and I still feel like I have to jump through hoops, do a trick, make a great joke, just to get some retweets, some reposts out of people that claim to love and care about me. Shout out to that 15%, because they let me know. If not actually telling me that, oh, Zama, I did this, I introduced this person to this episode and now they're a fan, things like that. But they make their support known to me, and also I can see it. So I never want it to seem like I'm ungrateful for all that you have done. It would just be very disingenuous for me to like pretend that it doesn't hurt me to still go so unsupported after such a long time. That's it. That's the end of my rant. If after this video my numbers go up, or all of a sudden now the repost button works, I promise I will not hold it against you. I will not do that whole, oh, so all this time. I won't do that, because I think that's petty. And as far as I know, I'm not the most petty person. Like, I'm going to rant about this. I've gotten it off my chest. I've said it. There's visual evidence that I've said it, and that's enough for me. Thereafter, what happens is just how it is, I guess. Big rant aside, I am also taking this year as an opportunity to really go full pedal to the metal. Metal? Have I been saying this incorrectly all my life? Full pedal to the metal and investing in the show. I think it took really, really failing at all the other conventional ways that people have told me to find success. Like, I have not been successful in job applications. I've not been successful in business. I can trash the business now because I think those closest to me know that I didn't want to do it. It's still up now because being broke and financially desperate hasn't changed. But I don't care about it. It took failing in a lot of those trusted paths for me to realize, like, okay, I think I just really have to lock in and invest in this thing that I do enjoy doing, that I actually want to do for as long as I can. So part of that is monetary investment. I bought myself this thing. Ignore the bookmark thing. I really didn't want to hold the little box in my hand the entire time. Yeah, this mic set addresses the sound issues I've had for the past 2 years because as some of you know, the microphone I have attaches to a laptop and I don't have a laptop. So there's that. So it's been me just having to, if I really want this, I have to be hungry for it. So buying the mic set, starting the YouTube channel against my will. So yes, you will see me put out a lot of more stuff. You'll see my face a lot more. I don't know, this is a past life of mine. A lot of people don't know that I used to do a segment when my sister still had a YouTube channel. I used to do a segment called literature, so difficult to say very quickly, where I would take like a classic book and break it down to like a casual colloquial level where everyone can understand what I'm talking about. I did it with Hamlet. I think I did the second book. I can't remember. I think we may have kept it at one episode. But I'm realizing that Starring Cupid is actually the perfect platform to bring that back, especially because the literacy crisis. Girls are not reading. And by girls, I mean everyone, like the girls, the youth. No one's reading. And that is scary to me. I don't think I'm going to be Captain Marvel and save everyone from the literacy crisis. But if I have this platform, if I have a bunch of fans, I think the least I can do is encourage people to read, or at least encourage them to read things that would otherwise be too intimidating for them. I think my first episode will be on Frankenstein because I know there's been a lot of renewed interest in Frankenstein since Guillermo del Toro started saying, I almost said he started the fan base for it again. I'm like, actually no, the Frankenstein fan base has been strong. It's just, I think Senor del Toro was like the perfect person to adapt it because this is his speed. But yeah, there's been renewed interest, let me say, in the book itself. Finally got a copy of my own last year when I was thrifting, so I'm very excited. It is one of my favorite books ever because I was forced to read it and I enjoyed it. And I think that's what I want for everybody. I want everybody to see these classics or these books that are assigned to them not as some punishment that the education system is thrusting upon you, but an opportunity to expand your world, expand your thoughts and feelings on groups of people or not people that you would never have considered before, because there are lots of important, there's a reason why Guillermo decided to adapt it now. I know he's been working on it for years, but like there's a reason that he decided to adapt it now. It's very appropriate for the times that we are in. And the times, they are a changing. Lit literature shall return. I do want to address another thing. Some of you have noted that I'm dressed this way. What is this? It's an exercise top and like literally yoga pants. That is how, and this beanie. When I decided that I'm going to take this to a visual, there was a tiny little voice in my head that was like, Zama, what are you going to do to look good for camera? And I was like, what do you mean look good for camera? And then I was like, makeup, do your hair from time to time. And then I quickly had to shut that voice down because first of all, that is the most misogynistic thing I've ever thought. I know it's not me. I know the societal pressures that have been on women for eons. For eons. It wasn't going to stop just because I'm a modern woman. The messages will filter their way through to your thinking. So I want to say this so everybody knows I do not care how I present on camera. I do not care how I present to you, because if what I am saying is important and special and needed, I don't think you should care what package it comes in. Why am I wearing a hat? Because I washed my hair yesterday and my braids look ugly. Not that they don't deserve to be seen. I do not want black women to see my hair and be like, you can't braid for shit. Oh, that's another thing. I can't swear. I have to learn how to not curse because YouTube has like stupid demonetization. If you are a bad lady that curses all the time, I'm actually surprised I have not cursed a single time through the recording of this. This is unplanned, barely any script. It's quite literally just like prompts on a page. So it's actually a really, really massive miracle that I have not sworn until just now. But you see, those are things that I'll have to take into account now that I want to be seen, because I have to make myself at least a little family friendly, and that's terrible. But yeah, I will not change my aesthetic, dress up, look presentable just for this. What I am saying is the important thing here. This show is not about me. The show has never been about me. The show is not about how I present. It's not about how I look when I'm giving you the messages and the discussions that I'm trying to bring up. So you shouldn't care. You shouldn't care. And I don't care. If I pop out of here one of these days looking very nice, that is because I am a beautiful person, and sometimes even by mistake I look really put together. That just happens. I'm a beautiful person right now, so suck it. This is how I have decided to present for today, and no one is going to police how I decide to present, because you are not the boss of me. Yeah, I'm really glad that I got all of those thoughts and views across. At the end of the day, I just want to make my show more accessible, have the control of my content that I feel like I'm starting to lose on other platforms, and also in a time where our image, our art, our content, our voices, our bodies are being stolen. I thought I was gonna say a nicer word, but stolen is the word. Are being stolen and fed into generative AI machines. I think it's very important for me to come out here and be like, hey, this is me. This is my voice. This is my body. These are my thoughts. They belong to me. They always have. And you can trust and believe that the voice that you are hearing sometimes on those audible platforms is the voice belonging to the face and body that you see before you, and I own it. I own it, and I will protect it with all my might, and I will burn down any institution that tries to threaten it. So yeah, guys, let's have fun. Let's ball. Let's continue the mission that I started all those years ago in July 2020, which is to watch things, enjoy things, and analyze the relationships that they have brought before us. I will return soon because there's something special I want to drop on Valentine's Day. If this goes out onto the channel, it means I figured out storage and editing, which means that the Valentine's Day special will also go out. So let's all cross our fingers that nothing terribly horrible happens, as they tend to do. If you are my little brother watching this, I'm in your room because it is the cleanest and it has nice lighting. Leave me alone. So this might change, but everything else back to usual programming, back to continuing season 6. Should I just keep going with season 6 until I reach 100 episodes? Would that be fine? Because like I'm on like episode 19, 20, the longest season we've ever had. It just feels like for continuity, I might as well, right? Might as well just keep going. So yeah, guys, please tell a friend, subscribe to my channel. I promise I am a little deranged, but I am fun. I'm so fun. I'm so fun, and I have so much to say and so many movies and television shows to cover. You will see faves come on. You will see me talk about people, stories, movies, TV shows that I want to put people onto. You will hear about the books that I am reading. We are building something. I'm sorry. We are building upon something that has been so beautiful and so great for all this time. And I just want to continue the legacy of everything that Starring Cupid is and take it further into the future. But yeah, I shall see you hopefully on the day of the Valen. I hope you guys are having a wonderful month of love so far. I hope romantic, wonderful things are happening to you. Or I hope lovely things are happening to you, because there's all types of love in the world, and I think you just need to reach out your arms and receive it. I think also that you should, participate in the revolutionary acts that are happening across the world right now, because otherwise we can't love anything. I think if you love something, your community, your planet, marginalized groups around you, in your life, I think if you love any of those things, you will fight to protect them. And there are many, many ways that we can fight to protect all of the things we love. If you are South African watching this, please register to vote in your municipal elections. It is very important. I refuse to live in a city governed by Helen Zille, so please register to vote. If you are a fan of cinema and the like, please join the SA Cinema Agenda that is being run right now by Mwanawe Live. I think that's his handle on Instagram. I'm so sorry if I messed that up, friend. There's lots of people that you can tune into. Amber, I know you are watching this. Amber, I need you to come back. I need you to come back on the show. You know that thing that we're saying about like your favorite before movie changes as you grow up? I have a new favorite. I need you to come back on the show. But yes, Amber has a lovely reviewing page. I'm gonna say page, friend. Called at Amber Recommends. I will link all of these accounts in the bottom because for some reason I can't remember handles today. But yes, Amber is also a great way to like broaden your horizons cinematically. They have some of the best suggestions out there, so I think you should tune in if you can. I've rambled a bit and I'm running over time. This video is meant to be less than 30 minutes. If it's longer, I'm going to cry. Thank you so much, lovers, for tuning in. I hope to see more of you, and you sure as hell will see more of me unless I get taken down. Thank you for all of the support so far. I hope you have a lovely February. I hope you have a lovely rest of your life. Truly, well and truly.